Many of the original monsters from the Kanto region are remembered for their bright, cheerful designs, but there is a possibility that one of the most recognizable botanical creatures is actually the victim of a gruesome biological takeover. We know the standard evolutionary progression of this species. It begins its life cycle as a small, nocturnal bulb called Oddish, which eventually grows into the noxious weed Gloom. Exposing a Gloom to a leaf stone forces an extreme final mutation. The bud atop its head bursts open to form impossibly large, heavy petals, resulting in the creature known as Vileplume. These massive petals severely restrict the creature's mobility. Because of the sheer weight, it flaps the broad flower to maintain balance, scattering highly toxic, allergy-inducing pollen with every single step. Beneath the colorful, nostalgic exterior lies an organism defined entirely by noxious chemical warfare. This photograph captures the real-world biological inspiration for the creature, the Rafflesia arnoldii, widely known as the corpse flower. In nature, the Rafflesia possesses no leaves, stems, or roots of its own. It survives entirely as a parasite, boring into host vines on the jungle floor to siphon off their water and nutrients. This biological reality has led to a popular theory among observers, drawing a direct comparison to parasect. The theory posits that the giant flower on Vileplume's head is an invasive parasite, leaving the blue body below as a controlled host. This academic paper specifically links the Pokémon's design to the real-world parasitic plant. The literature confirms the connection between Vileplume and the Rafflesia arnoldii. Within this parasitic framework, Gloom's signature lethargic expression matches the appearance of a host whose internal resources are being diverted to sustain the massive flower. To test the parasite theory, we have to look closely at the species' earliest behaviors in the wild. The Oddish line demonstrates from the moment it is born that it is a capable predator. At level 1, it learns Absorb, a move designed exclusively to siphon the life force directly out of an opponent. Even Gloom's signature drool serves a predatory function. Biological entries confirm this substance is a sweet-smelling, sticky nectar, deliberately produced to bait and trap passing prey. Vileplume is a fully integrated, singular organism, evolved specifically for the pursuit and consumption of living energy. The creature survives and thrives by actively consuming the energy of its surrounding ecosystem. Game mechanics often reflect these biological truths in pure mathematical form. This radar chart illustrates Vileplume's dominant base 110 special attack stat. This concentrated offensive power makes it a lethal threat. Defensively, the ability Affect Spore instantly counters physical strikes. Opponents making direct contact risk triggering paralyzing, toxic, or sleep-inducing pollen. Offensively, it relies on Giga Drain to continuously siphon health from its targets. When the damage begins to mount, it uses aromatherapy to clear away ailments and sustain itself indefinitely. These competitive strategies perfectly simulate the behavior of a toxic, invasive plant taking complete control over its territory. This photograph shows the cultural footprint of the franchise in the late 1990s. The unique duality of the monster, a cheerful face harboring chemical warfare, helped cement its popularity. That massive popularity translated directly into the trading card game, generating a highly active secondary market for the character's most unique prints. This illustration from the Team Rocket expansion highlights the Dark Vileplume card. The artwork reflects the sinister biology we explored, complete with a distinctly corrupted smile. Mechanically, Dark Pokémon cards feature more aggressive attacks, paired with a lower hit point total, simulating a volatile, unstable nature in battle. The trading card game successfully leveraged Vileplume's predatory lore, allowing players to physically hold the darkest elements of the Pokémon universe. The crown jewel of a botanical card collection arrived later in the Aquapolis expansion. This image shows the unique e-reader barcode technology printed directly onto the edge of the card. Finding an intact, scannable version of this specific print drives the card to the peak of the collector's market. The immense financial value of the card is matched by its thematic value. It represents a fusion of natural history with early 2000s interactive technology. From a terrifying biological concept, modeled on a real corpse flower, to a fierce competitive powerhouse, and eventually a prized financial asset. The most enduring monster designs don't rely purely on fantasy. They thrive because they are rooted in the genuine, terrifying truths of the natural world.